Welcome to Trading Battle Podcast, your go-to for the latest crypto news.
It's been a busy start to the week. From renewed port fee tensions between the United States and China to delays in Bitcoin ETFs and BlackRock doubling down on its digital gold narrative. Let's dive into the biggest market stories shaping the day. In traditional markets, the US dollar index is holding steady above 99.00 as the investors hope for some kind of compromise in the ongoing trade dispute between the United States and China. However, fresh headlines this morning report that both nations are moving ahead with plans to collect port fees on each other's vessels, clear sign that the trade standoff is far from over. The US dollar-Swiss franc pair remains below 0.8050 as traders await Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell's upcoming speech later today. Meanwhile, US dollar against Canadian dollar has surged to a 6-month high near 1.4050, boosted by strong dollar momentum and cautious anticipation ahead of Powell's remarks. On the options front, FX Street reported new FX expiries for the New York COD, with key levels in Euro-US dollar and Australian dollar-US dollar expected to add extra volatility to today's session. Overall, the tone across the Forex market remains steady, a strong dollar for metals and cautious wait-and-see mood as traders look for clues from Powell's direction. In the crypto world, developments continue to move fast. Crypto Valley Journal reports that altcoin ETFs remain delayed as the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission keeps its review process on hold. Analysts are calling it regulatory gridlock, with pending approvals for Ethereum, Solana, and Avalanche ETFs, leaving institutions frustrated but still hopeful for progress early next year. Over in Spain, Crypto News confirms that BBVA has become the first major Spanish bank to offer 24/7 Bitcoin trading directly through its banking app. This marks a significant milestone for crypto adoption in Europe and shows how traditional banking and digital assets are finally starting to merge. Meanwhile, not everyone is playing it safe. Another crypto news story highlights a Trump insider who reportedly made $160 million shorting Bitcoin and is now placing another big bet. It's a clear reminder that big players continue to treat crypto like a high-stakes macro playground, filled with deep risks and fast profits. On a more optimistic note, Cryptopolitan reports that BlackRock CEO once again called Bitcoin digital gold, reinforcing the view that it's becoming a legitimate hedge in uncertain times. And with banks like BBVA stepping into round-the-clock crypto trading, the message is clear. Traditional finance is slowly moving from skepticism to participation. For Forex traders, all eyes are on Powell's speech later today. If the Fed hints at a slower tightening path, the dollar could soften, lifting pairs like Euro-US dollar and potentially easing short-term volatility. In crypto, the key takeaway is sentiment. ETF delays might be frustrating for traders, but institutional involvement keeps growing. Bitcoin remains stable near $110,000. Silver is holding its record highs above $51. And overall risk appetite is gradually creeping back into global markets. This feels like a week where traditional finance and crypto are finally moving in sync. Cautious, but undeniably optimistic. That's all for today's Trading Battle News. Thanks for tuning in. I'll be back tomorrow with more fresh updates and insights across Forex, commodities, and crypto. Until then, goodbye!